What's up, guys? Godz Elite back with another video. I do apologize, Zur is coming out late today, man. Life has just been different since the new year started. New job, new puppy, getting up super early in the morning, coming back home, having to deal with the puppy and I don't have time to do this like I used to. Once she gets a little older and, she can kind of do her own thing, watch me play games and whatnot, and I don't have to worry about her taking a dump on everything. Then I'll have more time to do this. So I hope that you guys will just be patient with me, and I hope that y'all still enjoy my content. But I'll make it quick today because it is so late. Zur actually has, in my opinion, it's a great week for Zur to some people, not everybody. So we're going to go ahead and start with it. So it's the Zhalo, basically. He sells this from time to time, but basically for anybody out there who doesn't have this gun, this is your week. If you're going to spend money on anything here with strange coins, spend it on this. This gun, in my opinion, like I said in the title, is one of the most unique weapons in Destiny right now because it's the only primary that has a burn or an elemental damage, and that's arc. I wish that there was at least one other, I wish there was a solar and a void version of this, but man, it would really limit the amount of exotics you use weapon-wise during any tasks. So I understand why it's not. But he's got it this time, and I'll kind of show you some stuff about it in the background. So basically, this gun, it has a main perk on it where basically the bullets you shoot have a chance to chain the lightning. Well, I mean, it says it right there. When enemies are closer together. But that's not the only thing that it does. It also has bolts from the blue. Double kills with this weapon charge a small amount of super energy and return ammo to the magazine. So really, this gun not only has an elemental damage, which makes it a beast when there's a burn, especially an arc burn, but it does both of these perks. So you've got the Supercell where it chains lightning. So I mean, if you've got a bunch of small adds, Thrall, Acolytes, things like that, even big adds, it's just not going to do as much damage. It chains lightning to them, and so you're not only able to hurt one enemy, you're able to hurt multiple enemies. And it's got a decent clip size, but then you throw on top of it bolts from the blue, where if you're doing Thrall, like the Nightfall this week, last week, sorry. When you're running down the hill there and all them Thrall come out, every double kill gets you some super energy and returns ammo to your magazine. It's very similar to Bad Juju in a lot of ways. So basically you can almost not run out of ammo, period. As far as, having to reload, just because you can kill more than one enemy, get some ammo back. So I think this is a great weapon. It's got two ornaments. One's called Not a Toy. It's got a very green and wooded rustic theme to it. I have that one. I like it a lot, but it's also got shock hazard, which I think is really cool looking. It's got the blue and white and gray and the little electricity sign. I think it looks really good. So all around, this is just a good weapon to have. So I would suggest buying it if you don't have it. Now for people who already have it, I can understand it's really not that big of a deal this week as far as what Zur has. But we'll start back over here. Lecgacy Engram, you know my stance on this if you watch my videos every week. Don't buy it unless you just absolutely think that you have to get it to get whatever exotic that you're missing, because it does cost a lot more in strange coins than anything else here. So you can burn a lot of money and still not get what you want. Which, that's the case of a lot of things in Destiny, but even more so here. Moving on, for the Titan, we have the Glasshouse. Personally, before I talk about its benefits, I have never in my it's not 3 years of playing Destiny, but in my entire time playing Destiny since the Christmas after it began, I've never used this exotic, not one time. There's never been one instance for me, and I've played all the raids, all the activities, anything in this game. I've never had one time where I felt like I had to have a longer lasting blessing or weapons bubble. Now you may disagree with me, and that's fine. They wouldn't put this in the game if there wasn't some use for it. But for me, I've never been like, oh man, where's my glass house at? I've never been like, oh crap, we need to go to the tower and get our glass houses, guys. Or girls, whatever. I've never said that. So to me, it's not that big of a deal. which that's the perk on it, Bathed in Light. It's also got Strength and Intellect, Ashes to Assets, so you know, bonus super energy on grenade kills. Heavy Lifting, gain bonus super energy from heavy weapon kills on minions of the darkness. And then Infusion replenishes health each time you pick up an Orb of Light, which I really like that on my helmets, especially for Crucible, but this is definitely not a Crucible exotic in my opinion. Next, you got the Graviton. No, I keep wanting to say Megatron. The Graviton Forfeit. Yeah, boom. This is for the Hunter. It grants Shade Step, which pretty much, you know, you press BB and you kind of jump to the side and disappear a little bit. It's very annoying when people are using it in Crucible. I actually don't really use this because I like using exotic boots on my Hunter, but basically it just gives you that ability to Shade Step for free. You don't have to select it in your Night Stalker subclass. It's got Intellect and Strength bonuses. Inverse Shadow increases super energy gain from killing minions in the darkness. Heavy Lifting, which is what we just had on the Titan helmet, which is another thing where you have to get heavy kills on minions in the darkness for super energy. So you're doubling up on the super energy here, but it's only for PvE, not PvP, because you know PvP is just regular people, not minions in the darkness. So this is really not going to help you much there as far as getting your super up. Unless people in Crucible are minions of the darkness. I'm not sure of that. Maybe one of you can verify that for me. Infusion, you know, replenish health each time you pick up an Orb of Light. This is a common thing you'd find on helmets, and you see it here on both of these. And then lastly, as far as the armor goes, this is my favorite. I have used, now, unlike the Glasshouse, I've used the Claws of Ahamkara on my Warlock. This is actually the first time this year of Destiny that I've used anything but this. Year 2 of Destiny, this is all I used, just because it gives you that bonus melee. Gain an additional charge for your Warlock's charge melee. I've used this many times. It's really good for Crucible, but I also like it for PvE as well. It's got Discipline, Strength, Snap Discharge, increased melee attack speed, which is great for Crucible because you know, if you come to somebody and you're having a melee battle, you want to be able to get them before they get you. And sometimes, you know, when you're doing those double melees, this is what's going to save you, especially if somebody melees you first. It might be that one thing that gets you the win. Impact Induction, bonus grenade energy on melee hits. And then down here we have these two. Pulse Rifle Loader, increase the reload speed of pulse rifles, which is good for me. I've already got that though. And then Shotgun Loader, increase the reload speed of your shotgun. So if you are a pulse rifle / shotgun user, this is just a great piece for you. I am sometimes. I'm currently on the Saladin's Vigil, train. I love that gun a lot. But that's pretty much it as far as the weapons and armor, guys. We'll move down here. We've got our 2 plasma drives, nothing to really look at there. We've got both our heavy ammo synths and our 3 coins back, so it looks like they're here to stay, as well as our glass needles. I've never used them. I wouldn't suggest using them unless you think you can get that awesome roll, but it's up to you. That's a lot of materials that you have to use for that one thing, so I don't like it. Most of light down here and exotic shards. My stance on exotic shards is the same as every week. I prefer using my motes of light and my glimmer just because. Let's see, do I have anything on me? So I have 1,941 motes of light and 288 strange coins. So I can make a lot of these with a lot of these and this better than I can this for me. Now, not everybody's going to be like that, but what you don't see is in my vault, I have a ton of glimmer stored up, just where instead of taking them to the Cryptarch and wasting it on stuff, I just store them there after I play. So I probably got another 20,000 stored in there, or if not more. So if I ever burn that out, I just get them out and use all of them. But that's pretty much it for Xur this week, guys. I hope this has been informative and helpful in making your decisions on your weekly Xur. I won't say getaway, but maybe mini event. That's probably a good thing. I should have my video out sometime tomorrow about the weekly, this week at Destiny news thing from yesterday. Wasn't really a whole lot to talk about, but there is a new update coming with some new things that we'll talk about in that. But that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll end our video over here on this beautiful view of these places that we've never been to because reasons. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like. It really helps me out. Actually, this is the first time I'm going to do this. I usually get around about 100 views, I guess, on Xur each week. I wish I had more, but you know, life's life. If we could get about 20 likes, that would be cool. I get about 6 to 8 each week, so you know, I'm not asking for 1 million. I know some people get like 100,000 a video, so I'm just going to ask for it and see what happens. Comment below, let me know what's your favorite thing that Xur has this week. Do you think the Zhalo Supercell is actually a good gun? I really think it is. And then make sure you subscribe for weekly Destiny content. I'll keep you up to date on the latest news and all the fun activity guides and whatnot. Follow me on Twitter at I am Godz Elite. Go check out my second channel, Godz Elite 2. It's in the description. I got Boom Beach, Clash of Clans, Call of Duty, Batman, pretty much anything else besides Destiny and role-playing games. Check those out if you want to. Thanks, guys. I will see you in the next video.